Hi, welcome to a pretty unorthodox video from myself here. What I have for you is just a cut from the live stream that we had last week, where we were talking about different itemization changes that they could make to Diablo 4. Now me, like most of the player base, are mostly just waiting for Season 2, getting that new endgame, getting a bunch of quality of life changes, and hopefully the developers making good on a lot of the promises that they've put forth for us. And now that we're at this point where we're in this lull, I think it's a good time to be having these types of conversations. What does the community really want? What does the player base really want, and what are we hoping to see make its way into the game to make it better, to get it up to that mark that I think we're all waiting for it to meet. So what I have for you is a mostly uncut pure pull just from the live stream over on twitch.tv/MacroBioBoi. If you're not watching me there during the week, if you only check me out on YouTube, come hang out. I'd love to have you. But the topic of conversation today was on set items, how they could impact Diablo 4. Was I excited about the concept of them being added to the game? What should they look like? And to be honest, I might be in the minority here, but I kind of hope they never really add set items to the game. But before I go ahead and just spoil the entire video, go ahead and watch it. Let me know what you think. I'd love to have some debates, some good conversation down in the comments below. If you're somebody who doesn't normally do that, reach out, share your opinions. What do you think? Should they be adding set items to Diablo 4? Should they look like Diablo 2, Diablo 3, something in between? I'd love to hear from you. But without further ado, enjoy the video. I truly hope that you like this like raw, uncut version of it. I mostly just cut out dead air when we were chit-chatting about other things that weren't really pertinent to the conversation. But sincerely, go ahead and enjoy it. I'll see you at the end. I gotta be honest, I really hope they never bring set items or rune words to Diablo 4. Give them just like a little bit more time to roll out more uniques and more aspects. And like, we're already gonna be like so inundated with options that then just putting on a set that completely nullifies that like decision making would piss me off. I think that they could take a page out of the book of some of Diablo 2's bad sets. If you look at the set, right, in Diablo 2, you have like the Talrash's set, right? The quintessential set, right? It comes with a weapon, a helmet, armor, a belt, and an amulet. And what does it give you? It gives you a +2 to all your mastery skills and makes you attack faster and reduces monsters' resistances and gives you more all skills. And it also gives you all resistance and gives you a lot of magic find. Then it gives you a bunch of resistances and life and mana. That gives you more skills and more life and more mana and more cast rate, and more magic find and more faster cast rate. And then you put them all together and you get even more skills and hit recovery and survivability and all resistance and magic find. It's like you put it on. That's what you do. You maybe take off this one and this one, and then you rock this, right? Like this is like pretty classic. But this is like Diablo 2 sets, the class elite sets. And my problem with this, as you can see, is it doesn't leave you a lot of options for itemization. You're not really making a choice here. It just says all of the best stats in the game. Right? But and like when you're talking about Diablo 3, right? I don't know what the set name is. This is a wizard. I will do Talrash's here too, right? I actually don't know what the set is. Talrash's Unwavering Glare looks a lot like Cthulhu, but you'll notice the majority of your itemization has been done for you. What I think was a really, really cool set is this. Three items. It's a melee focused build. It gave you some attack speed, some crushing blow, some all resistance, deadly strike, which was a very, very cool thing that this item gave it, and then some attack rating and slow. So it's like, it's a set. It's 3 items. It requires you to make a pretty hard decision, which is using a weapon with a shield as a melee character. And it's not even like strictly good because the knockback moves monsters away from you. So on every melee character, that's not necessarily great because then the monsters are farther away from you. You literally have to walk over to them. What it gives you is like a big chance to hit, some like decent damage output, some decent sustain, and then the weapon itself has a really, really cool feature to it, which is percentage attack rating, which is not something you typically get at this point. 50% deadly strike, so just 50% of the time you now crit, which is obviously incredibly powerful on like a melee character, but you have to use a very bad weapon to get it, because this weapon isn't great. Sure, it gets max damage on it, so, you know, like, its max damage is pretty high, but its minimum damage is very, very low. It's 3 minimum damage. So, like, yeah, your max damage is super high, but your range of damage is really big. So, like, choosing to use this set to benefit from the Deadly Strike and the Crushing Blow, and to get like the bonus attack rating and get the slow, which is very, very powerful on a build like this, you had to make this decision. It's like playing with Fist of Fate. It is like playing with Fist of Fate. I think that this is kind of like a perfect set item. Where just the gloves, while not very powerful, are very unique gloves, because getting gloves, first off, you can't get slows target on gloves normally, but knockback is something that you can get on gloves, but not this early in the game, or with this other unique effect on it. Even just using the gloves in the weapon, which depending on what you are, so like the assassin, this is something that like not a lot of people think about, but the assassin, where is she? Blade Assassin. It's my guide. Welcome to my guide. The cool part about the Blade Assassin is when you think about the Blade Assassin, you think about like these super powerful items and all of that. And also it's like very difficult to make the Blade Assassin work in the early game, but a Blade Assassin really, really, really wants Deadly Strike and really wants attack rating and wants extra chance to hit. So if all of a sudden I can give my character a bunch of attack rating, and because of how items work in Diablo, percentage attack rating and minus target defense, and then on top of that I can give her a bunch of maximum damage, which helps increase her blade skills. The all resistance here is kind of like whatever, but it's not terrible. And then also give her slow and also give her knockback. And like all of a sudden this really niche build has like a set of tools that are like kind of okay for other builds, but like really, really shine on her. This is cool itemization. This is cool decision making. These are cool sets. This is where I think sets perform the best. As opposed to what sets in like Diablo 3 are. Which, while cool, and I definitely understand, in the world of Diablo 3, I think they make a lot of sense. I think lifting them up straight away and just dropping them into Diablo 4 would be terrible. I also think that sets could actually be a seasonal thing, like a season could have sets, as long as not every season has sets. I think that would actually be very, very cool. The only problem with that is that sets would then filter into the Eternal Realm unless they were seasonal only, like the hearts, and people would walk out of a season in a full set and then like not have gear on, which would probably upset them. There you go. Now that you have how I feel about the systems, let me know what you think again down in the comments. I'd super appreciate it. If you haven't already, put a like on the video. Also go ahead and subscribe to the channel if this is something you'd like to see more of. I promise it's going to be mostly spreadsheets and me breaking down really archaic mechanical systems, but I'm also trying to put out a bit more of this general knowledge, because just like not everybody really has my opinions on the games. They see me do the analysis, but maybe they don't know who me the gamer is or what my community is all about. So thank you so much for watching. Also, just as a quick plug, if you haven't already and you love the glasses that I've been wearing, you can always go check out gameradvantage.com. Thank you so much to Gamer Advantage for partnering up with us over the next couple of months. And you can use promo code MACRO, M-A-C-R-O at checkout for 10% off of your purchase. They're amazing glasses. They do prescriptions as well. They have huge, like awesome clip-on sunglasses for UV protection. And for full transparency, obviously it helps out me, it helps out the channel a whole bunch, helps me be a full-time content creator, be able to work with these types of companies. So if you haven't checked them out, I'll throw the link down in the description below. But again, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly hope that you found it interesting, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.